So, today, we're going to talk about how you can win more of your PvP engagements in the Cycle Frontier. If you're one of these players that are like, I keep losing my PvP encounters, I can't extract, I can never make it out of a raid, what am I doing wrong? We're going to go over many different encounters that most players find themselves in, and I'm going to break them down and show you what you can do to win more of these encounters. Let's get into it. So this first encounter, you can see I'm just getting out of the pod. I literally just spawned into the match, and unfortunately, there's a player spawn camping the spawn. So as you can see, this is a pretty open area. And this is the first thing that I want to cover because a lot of players make this mistake, not only in the Cycle Frontier, but in a lot of FPS games. And that is taking fights out in the open. This is absolutely not the way to go about it. You should always play for cover. And depending on what game you're playing, again, this can work for any game. If it's a well-designed map, there's always cover somewhere. And there's many different ways that you can play for cover in situations when you get caught out in the open. So let's watch. Trench gun fight. So he's up there, he has the high ground, he's caught me off guard. Now look at the first thing that I do to get out of this situation. Look at my health at the bottom. I've took a massive amount of damage off the rip. But look what I do here. This is very, very important. In a trench gun fight, he starts shooting. I'm like not even reacting yet because I'm doing my intro to the video. And I'm blocking my camera so you can't see me. I'm on the screen, but you can't see me. I'm doing my intro. I'm not ready for a player to be at the spawn. So look what I do. I immediately jump. And look, he misses everything. If I don't jump there, I'm dead. And a lot of players do this. They just run straight. They try to zigzag. You need to take advantage of movement. And fortunately in the Cycle Frontier, you can take advantage of the movement with sliding and jumping, jump shots and things like that. We'll get into that in a minute. If I don't jump here, I'm dead. Look at all of these shots he's laying out. He's still shooting where I was standing before I jumped. So I jump, I've completely thrown his aim off. So my next reaction is, okay, I'm not gonna kill him out in the open. It's too dangerous, but what I can do is get shots back on him so he'll back off, which will give me time to play for cover. So let's watch what happens. Listen here, brother. So I get shots back on him, hit him a couple times, he backs off. First thing I do, go to this tree. Now this is very important, my decision making in this situation. So I go behind this tree, I go for the hill. Now, this player could have played this more aggressively. They played this very passively, and that's kind of my thought process here. So look at my health at the bottom. I'm not doing so well. So in the moment, I'm thinking, if I peek this tree, yes, I'm probably going to hit him, but I'm dead. In like 2 shots, I'm done. So I decide to opt in for the hill. No matter what, if he rushes me while I'm healing, I'm dead. If I peek the tree and shoot back at him, I'm dead. So I decide to go for the better option, which is to take the health. And that's exactly what you want to do in this situation, because if you can get 1 or 2 hills off, you can turn a fight around in your favor in an instant. So let's watch what happens. So I'm going for the hill. I start to hear him rush. Let me turn the volume up a little bit. I start to hear him rushing. I get my shotgun out. I think he's going to rush. He's still playing this passively. I realize he's playing this really slow, so I'm like, okay, let me see if I can go for another heal. And, that's what I do. So this situation, I know he's on the other side of the tree directly from me. He's trying to come around from the right. I swing around from the left. At this point, we're both playing audio games with each other. He's listening to my footsteps. I'm listening to his footsteps. And that's very important on how you position yourself. In a game like this, audio is very, very important. You need to pay attention to your opponent's audio in situations like this. So I go for that second hill. My health bar is now looking pretty good. I see him right there on the left. So immediately I flick my mouse to the right, try to do a sharp turn around this tree. I do. He shoots. He misses. I'm already around the corner. So this is very important. This is very, very important. Watch what I do here. So I don't know where he's at. I don't know if he's going to peek the right. I don't know if he's going to peek the left. So watch what I do. Look where I'm aiming. Look where I'm aiming at. Instead of hard aiming the right or hard aiming the left, even though I am favoring the left side here because I thought he was going to swing around. Notice that I'm not over committing to one side of the tree, because if I'm aiming right here and he peeks on this side, that's a longer distance for me to flick to react. That puts me at a disadvantage. If you're in a situation like this, you want to aim somewhere around here in the middle. Now, I was aiming here because I thought he was going to come around, but look how I don't overcommit. I don't overcommit to the left because I'm still thinking he could swing around to the right. Again, realistically, you should be aiming right here in the middle. You're at a neutral point. You're ready to flick in any direction. Let's see what happens. So right here, I hear his footsteps. I know he's coming around the right side before he even does. I heard his footsteps on the right side of my headphones, and you see my reaction. I'm pre-aiming the tree before he even shows his body. So I hear him, boom, flick on that corner. There he is. I'm already waiting for him, and boom. So this is very important. He gets a shot off on me. Look at my health bar. Look at that. We're back down to 1 HP. It's not looking good, but I know that I just absolutely devastated him with that shot. I just hit him with a full-on buckshot with the shotgun. He is as hurt as I am, and I know this. So this is so important. This right here, what I'm about to show you is probably one of the most common mistakes that players make, not only in the Cycle Frontier, but in FPS in general. And I'm going to show you exactly how to play around this. So watch what I do here. This is very, very important. So instead of going for a hill, which is impossible at this moment, I'm like, I'm going to die anyway. I know I just did a ton of damage to him, so I'm going to challenge him. Look how I do this. I jump around the corner. Now let me back it up a little bit. We'll watch it in full, and then we'll rewind it. Watch. Boom. Down. So I hit him. He's hurt. I jump around the corner because look where he's aiming. He is waiting for me to peek around the corner. He's waiting until he sees the pixel of my shoulder come around the corner. That's what most players do. Most players will hard aim one corner of a tree, a building, whatever. Because I jumped around the corner, look what happens. Look at this. I get my shot off. Look at this. His first shot comes out on that corner of the tree. He was aiming right at that corner of the tree, waiting for me to peek. But because I jumped around the corner, he wasn't ready for that. I essentially jumped over his aim. He gets one shot off, and then it looks like he panic flicked and got another shot off here. But because I jumped around the corner and took him off guard, he wasn't ready for it. His shot's inaccurate. He missed his first shot, panic shot on his right. I hit him full on in the chest again with the buckshot, and he's done. He's down. If you're ever in a situation when you're 1 HP, do not just slowly peek a corner. It's never good. It never ends good. Always slide around that corner if you can, or jump around that corner. Anything that you can do to throw off your opponent's aim. And when you get caught out in the open, move, slide, do whatever you can to get to cover, and then, you know, from there, whatever the situation is, you know, it's very situational. It's what's important. A lot of this is very situational, but when you get to cover, you can kind of quickly assess the situation and, you know, go from there on what you do next. That's the first encounter we're going to look at. Now let's go look at another one. All right, so in this situation, I'm in the jungle on Bright Sand. I'm doing a big money run. You know, I'm killing marauders and things like that. So far, I've not run into anyone in the jungle. It's been a pretty smooth run, and well, let's play it out here for a minute. I'm killing the AI. There's a marauder. So I think I hear a footstep. I think I hear one. That's why I turn around. I'm like, well, what was that? That was a weird sound. But I just kind of brush it off as jungle noises. So I'm just like, okay, like I've not ran into anyone. There's no way. I had just came from the crashed ship. I killed the marauder there, made a lot of noise. I was like, there's no way someone's actually in the jungle with me. I would have ran into them way earlier before. I start fighting the marauder. Now, listen to this. I jump, and as soon as I jump, I hear another player to my left. Now, if you're not listening with headphones, you may have not heard that. I don't know. But if you listen closely, you hear another player make a huh sound. In this moment, my brain is kind of processing it like, well, that was odd. Let's fast forward a little bit. I don't think that was me jumping. So I'm starting to think. I'm not fully certain on what that was. I'm sitting behind the tree. The Marauder is de-aggroed for the moment. And what I'm doing is listening. I'm listening to see if there's another player. Let's fast forward a little bit. It's whatever. We're gone. Boom. There they are. I think in this moment, I've not realized it yet. I'm not worried about it. It is another player. No. So again, you see the same movement that I did in the first clip. Look at this. I'm not worried about it. I jump to the left. Before I jump, I think I noticed them in the last moment. You see what I do here? I immediately flick to the left. Hard turn to the left. Not worried about it. Jump. It is another player. No. Jump again. Now, in this situation, I have a Marauder behind me. I have a player in front of me. I have no HP, basically. This is a bad situation. This is not looking good for me. I should not come out of this alive. But you see, the first thing that I do is jump. Again, players don't realize how powerful jumping is. If I don't jump there in that situation, I'm dead. If I keep running straight, I'm dead. Because if you see what they do, so I'm running, I start shooting. So I jump. They miss there. I jump again. Look. People expect you to run one direction. They lead their shot, basically. So if you're running to the left, someone's going to start shooting in front of you, so you basically run into their aim. When you're jumping around and zigzagging, your average player is not going to be able to hit you. It just is what it is. No. So at this point, they're whiffing everything. They're at the end of their magazine. They have to reload. I know this. I realize in the moment how many shots they've put off on me, so I take this opportunity to get a shot off on them. And I do. You hear them reload. You heard the start of the reload animation. So I took that opportunity to dip away. Now, I know they're not going to full-on rush me because the Marauder's there. So let's look what happens. So I go for the hill. Obviously, it's the best play in this situation. That's what you should go for. So basically, I just hill up behind this tree. We're going to fast forward a little bit. I'm back to full health. And I believe the Marauder pushed me out of cover here. Yeah, so the Marauder's right on me. The Marauder is chasing me down. He's mad at me. He does not like me. I don't like him. It's putting me in a bad situation. It's making me play in a situation that I don't want to play in. Now, I kind of make a mistake here. So I'm running from the Marauder. I go for a reload. Look at this. Now, there's a lot that just happened in this last frame. I should have reloaded before I started coming up the hill. Reloading like that, putting myself out in the open. Look at this. I'm reloading, and the player's right there. Now, I don't think they realized it. I don't know. If they would have caught me out in this animation, it would have been bad. But look what I do here. I'm coming at a uphill angle. They're aiming down at me at a downhill angle. So I know that they are probably aiming at my upper chest, maybe my head. And look what I do here. This is another movement thing that a lot of players don't take advantage of. Watch this. This happens really fast. Watch. Wait. I slide. That very subtle slide. Watch this again. Look. Boom. Now, you can see what happens when I slide. Look at this. The shot goes over my shoulder. So they're aiming shoulder level, like I said. I hit that slide. Immediately, their aim's thrown off. I'm at a lower angle. They overshoot me. I am now at the advantageous position. Okay, don't get ahead of myself with these big words. So I've slid. I've gone at a lower angle. They weren't ready for that. They've missed their first shot. And again, I'm coming uphill. They're aiming downhill. So when someone goes low like that, it's a pretty awkward angle for him. I slide. Wait. Boom, boom. 3 clean bursts. He's done. Had I not slid and made him miss his first few shots. Now see what happens? Look at this. Slide. He misses his first shot. He's panicking. He's like, oh God, what do I do? He panic flicks over to my left. Misses another shot. Look at this. Look at this. You have to realize this happens so fast in the moment. Slide. He misses. Look at this shot. He misses another shot right over my head. Look at this. Miss. Miss. See if we can catch that again. Miss. Look at this. You can see the trail of the bullet. He misses right over my head. So he's aiming upper chest. I hit that slide, go low. He misses everything. His first few shots completely miss. He panic flicks over, misses over here. I get 3 clean bursts. Done, down and out. And I end up killing the Marauder somewhere here. Yeah, right here. I end up killing the Marauder. I just loop him around this log. Pretty easy, nothing. Boom. I come out of the jungle with a PvP kill, a Marauder kill, all simply because of a slide. A lot of people don't slide in the Cycle Frontier, so most likely you've not even seen the slide animation from a third-person point of view. Sliding in the Cycle Frontier is not like something like Apex Legends, where on Apex it's like sprint, 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 slide. Cycle Frontier, it's like sprint, 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 bam! It's an instant animation, and it's really awkward when you come around a corner sliding. Immediately throws your aim off. It's happened to me. People slid on me, and I'm just like, whoa. It takes you a second to readjust to it. It really throws your aim off. Sliding is so powerful on the Cycle Frontier. And on top of it, you know, there's a lot of different movement tech that you can do. Sliding downhill, down an angle, down steps. You can slide and jump and get a huge boost forward. So the next time that you play the Cycle Frontier, just mess around with the slide. Slide, jump. Slide, jump down steps, ramps, things like that. You can use the slide to get out of situation if you need to get away from a squad or anything like that. You know, in this situation where I immediately turned a situation that's bad for me into my favor, and I end up coming out on top simply because I slid uphill and completely threw their aim off, which gave me the advantage. We came out the win. So let's look at another clip. So look what I do in this situation. Their back is completely turned to me. I'm not running, I'm walking, because I'm thinking they're mining, they're hitting their pickaxe on the ore. It makes a loud, all they hear is psh, psh. They're not going to hear me walking up on them. Now, if I started sprinting, they would hear that over the mining sound. Me simply walking up on them, they're not hearing that. Especially this area with the ocean, it's all the loud sounds coming from the ocean sounds. They're not going to hear me walking up on them. This is an example of how to approach someone if you're doing a trench gun run or any shotgun. Of course, you have to be smart about it. Here we go. They still don't know. They're still mining. And then they turn around. They jump. They see me. I immediately sprint toward the rock. I notice they see me right here. I'm like, okay. I run toward the rock, go for cover. Now, unfortunately, this person didn't shoot back at me. They also didn't talk in voice chat, so I'm not exactly sure what their play was here, but I don't know that in the moment. Boom, boom, they're done. And you see what I do when I go around the rock. You know, in this moment, I don't know if they have their gun out or not, so instead of just running around the rock, I jump around the rock. Jump, boom, jump again, boom. Easy as that. There's a lot of moments that if you think about it, you can really catch opponents off guard when they're mining, when they're shooting at AI. You can use that to your advantage to move closer to an opponent. They're not going to hear you. That's the only reason why I wanted to show this one off. It is absolutely possible to approach people out in the open with a shotgun. You just have to be smart about it. Yeah, that's all for that clip. Another situation that I want to show off when it comes to approaching enemies out in the open with a shotgun, and I'm focusing on this because a lot of people do shotgun runs in the early game. So we're looking at TheSpudHunter. He's one of my favorite streamers on Twitch. He streams a lot of the Cycle Frontiers. Go check him out. Link down in the description. Although if you watch the Cycle Frontier content, you probably already know who he is. But I want to look at this clip where he was in a similar situation that I was in with the trench gun. He catches a duo off guard mining, and well, let's watch it real quick.
6 a.m., 7 a.m.
So there they are. He's in the same situation I was. He's thinking about it. He's like, okay, how do I approach this? You know, the cogs are turning in his brain. You know, this is a pretty open area. Both of them have ARs. All he has is a trench gun. Let's see how this plays out, and we're gonna go over it.
Gentlemen, I need a heart crystal.
So,
I need a heart crystal.
he's doing the same thing I did. he realizes they're both mining, and that's the thing. This is 2 players mining, so it's double the noise. They're both looking down. They're not looking up. They're looking down. That's one reason why this player does not see him right here, because he's not looking up. He's looking down mining. So they're both looking down. They're both making a lot of noise. They don't hear him ruffling in the bushes over here or jumping over this rock. They don't hear that. All they hear is the water effects at their feet, the splashing around, and the mining. His footsteps are completely masked. That's why he's able to get so close without them reacting. So let's watch this.
Gentlemen, I need a heart crystal.
Now look what he does. Look at that. Did you see that? We've gone over the whole video. Look at this. He slides and jumps. He combines both movement tech at once.
Heart
Watch.
crystal.
Slide, jump, boom, jump, boom, jump, boom, jump, boom, jump, boom. That is how you should take shotgun fights. That is how you should take most fights out in the open. Jumping is so important in the Cycle Frontier, and no one does it. Most people just stand there and take fights. If you're doing that against a good player, you're probably going to lose. I can't stress enough how important jumping and sliding is. Again, let's watch it one more time in full time. Or without pausing it.
I need a heart crystal.
That is a perfect example of how to take that fight. He did that the best he could, the only way he could, really. He took advantage of the movement. And that's exactly what you need to do in that situation and in a lot of situations. I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching. And if you like this kind of video, like the video. It helps a lot. It lets me know that you want to see more. And if you want to see more of the Cycle Frontier PvP tips and videos, be sure to subscribe. I just uploaded a PvP video, so check that out. And I got another one that should be out soon. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. All that good stuff. It's highly appreciated. I hope that I helped you. I hope I helped some of you. Yeah, keep playing, keep practicing, keep building that confidence, and you will eventually start winning your PvP encounters, extracting more raids, and becoming the PvP god that you deserve to be.